say Richmond City. Tempted Records, my nigga. Uh, check it out. Come on, yeah. Back on the trackers if I fell off, nigga.
Alright. Monday Night Raw. It was okay tonight. Basically, you know that they have the King of the Ring tournament going on, and Sheamus and John Morrison was the last two. And dare to say that John Morrison deserved it. I think he do deserve it. I don't know. I'm just a John Morrison fan. I don't think the WWE is using him right. But before we get into that, John Morrison, Sheamus. Sheamus won. It was a great match, though. I have to give it to both of those superstars. It was a great match. Um, Morrison was already playing with a hurt arm, which became a hurt shoulder, and then like something happened with his knee. Sheamus kicked it or something like that, so that kind of injured him even more. So I kind of knew it was over with at that point. But Morrison didn't quit at all. He didn't make too many mistakes, except for trying to do the finishing touches, and Sheamus wasn't hurt enough for that. Or the way Sheamus would say it, hurt, heart. That's it, heart. Your heart, young man. Something like that. Okay, that's my Sheamus impersonation. You think you could have beat Sheamus? Let me tell you something, little fella. Your arm is hurt. Heart. It's like he's saying heart, but he's saying hurt. Heart. It's heart, little fella. Never mind. But yeah, they went good. It was like a good 7 minute, 8 minute match, I believe. Sheamus was crowned World King of the Ring. I hope y'all didn't catch that. I said World King of the Ring. I was about to say World Champion. But he was crowned 2010 King of the Ring. And to be honest with you, I think that'd be a good gimmick for Sheamus. The same way William Regal did it, which is, named himself King Regal. And the same way Booker T did it, named himself King Booker. I think Sheamus should do the same, but make it a more serious note. See, when Booker T did it, it seemed kind of funny, kind of comedy type. William Regal did it. It was actually good when William Regal won that. I really thought they was actually going to put William Regal up there at the World Championship level, like actually have him be a threat, but they did nothing with it. And I don't know, every time you think the WWE is doing something different and better that the fans would want, once again, they blow it. Because I think William Regal would have been a terrific heel as a World Heavyweight Champion. And by him being from another country as well, that would have fit perfectly. But now, I guess I get that second opportunity to see what they would do with this King of the Ring champion, who's already been a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. But winning King of the Ring and then getting the belt again and being a three-time World Champion should be none less more than to brag about, especially in Sheamus' shoes. But they need to make Sheamus act like a real king. They need Sheamus to walk around actually wanting the respect and beating the respect out of people to, actually call him King Sheamus and not just Sheamus. Feel me? So, I think that'll be a good gimmick for him. Plus, he do look like a real warrior, a real king, someone who been a warrior and actually became a king. So, and CM Punk made a statement during tonight's episode of Raw, and he said King Morrison. He was like, it don't sound right. He don't see King Morrison as John Morrison as a king, more like Prince Morrison. And I was actually thinking the same thing. I'm like, he will fit good Prince Morrison, but there's no way you can get that gimmick in the WWE. You know, there's no Prince of the Ring match, so unless they do something like, since he was runner-up, they call him Prince, but I doubt if they look that far into it. But once again, they move Morrison on and on to a fact, well, to a point that he looks like a threat. Because you know, King of the Ring winner already gets a title shot. I think they should. I don't know. But John Morrison was a threat to that. I really think they need to give John Morrison something to do. They really do need to do something. Or give him a change of character. Maybe he need to be that little Fonzie type guy or something, you know. Just walk around with a toothpick in his mouth. Give him a little Razor Ramon or something. Make him dress in all black. Give him a little Cobra type look or something. I don't know. Sunglasses and take off the hat. I mean, not the hat, the big ass fur jacket. You know, let him wear one of them tight black shirts and some skinny jeans with some leather boots with the little spurs on the back of it. That's just my suggestion. But other than that, tonight, main event for Raw, Miz versus Jerry King Lawler. The way that happened, Miz came out bragging about being not World Heavyweight Champion, but WWE Champion, and he was talking, well, basically he was down talking all of the people inside the WWF book that was basically naming all the champions and the history of it. And you know, he was downing people like Rowdy Piper and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And that's when Jerry King got offended. Jerry King, you know, gave him his opinion, and Miz called him, what they call it, basically narrowed it down. They call him a nobody because he spent 40 years and never won the belt with the WWE or WWF. And Jerry King said, well, if I never had a title shot, why don't you give someone a title shot who never had the opportunity? And basically the GM buzzed in, did the little boom, 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 you know, that little noise they make and the lights are blinking shit. And basically Jerry King gets a title shot with Miz in a TLC match. Wow. And TLC match, to be honest with you, was the best match of the night. It was actually a good main event. Of course, you know Jerry King's not going to win the belt, but it really did. It was a nice match, though. Great match. If you have TiVo, just kind of go back to it and just watch, I would say, the Sheamus and Morrison match, and the Miz versus Lawler match. Those are the two matches that's basically worth it. Plus John Cena, he came. He basically going one by one through the Nexus, and so that's going to continue all the way to next week. But other than that, the Miz won, of course, because Michael Cole came out of nowhere. Because Jerry King Lawler was about to win. He's doing a little, you know, reaching for the title and everything, and Michael Cole came out, tried to wake the Miz up, and then he went in the ring and stopped pulling on Jerry Lawler's feet, and Jerry King punched him, got on top, kept punching him. Miz went up there, grabbed the belt. Jerry King met him up there. They started punching each other, going back to back. Jerry King punched him. Miz was grabbing the belt. He falls back, then he comes back. Bam. Here's Jerry King with the belt. Jerry King falls down. Miz grabbed the belt. Music plays. Miz give his little smirk. But it was a good match, though. And how I feel about Miz being world champion, I feel he should be world champion, but not right now. But the person that he is needs to be world champion, but just not with the little experience that he has in the spotlight.